Are you looking to replace your combi boiler right now? Well, if you are, then I've got the top 5 recommendations for you to make sure you make the right decision for your property. Everything is in this video. Right, first things first, let's have a look at how we actually come to these conclusions. This isn't just my opinion, this is a pile of data that we've collaborated, put in one place, and that's how we reach these recommendations. Heatable, they install tens of thousands of boilers per year. We've been installing boilers since 2019, so we have got huge amounts of data. We've got recommendations from customers, we've got feedback from installers, we can check warranty failures, call out rate, customer service, running costs and downtime, all the things that you need to know to make sure you're buying the right one for your home. We're going to reverse order this. We're going to go from 5 to number 1, but what I do recommend is watch every single one because there's different features and different call outs in each product that might be important to you. So let's get into it. Let's start with number 5. It's actually the most premium boiler we actually sell. It's a Worcester Bosch 8000 plus. This is a brand new product. It's only been out for about 7 or 8 months, and it is a real high performing boiler, but it does have some things to consider if you're looking at buying one. So the first thing about the 8000 plus is it comes from Worcester. It's got that 5-star aftercare. Having a boiler breakdown is a total pain in the backside, and what you don't want is if you're in a breakdown situation is to be waiting like a week for someone to come out.
No! God, please, no!
Worcester have you covered. Their aftercare is 5-star. Now, this product is designed for bigger houses because it's the 8000 plus. It's like the range topping model, and it comes in pretty hefty power output. So when you buy a boiler, you're going to get different power outputs, different performances, and that's going to matter depending on the property you are in. So if you've got a bigger property, then this 8000 plus is definitely going to be for you. So the outputs of the product, they start at 32 kilowatts and they go up in increments like 36, 40, 45, and right up to 50 kilowatts. 50 kilowatt for a combi is massive. That's like small commercial size boilers. So you're probably in a typical property, 4 or 5 bedrooms, 32 to 36 is the sweet spot to be in. Now, these products can power up to about 25 radiators, and their hot water performance is super impressive. The entry-level model, the 32, delivers 13.7 litres of hot water per minute for like showers or baths, and that 36 model, it's over 15 litres per minute. Now, when it comes to efficiency of the product, how much it costs to run, it's pretty much one of the best out there at 94% efficiency. So for every pound you spend on gas, you're going to get about 94 pence worth of heat back out of that boiler. That is super impressive. And when it's being efficient, it's not being noisy because it comes in between 40 and 45 decibels in operation mode. That's basically non-existent. It's like a fridge humming in the background.
Very, very quiet.
Now, when it comes to the 8000 plus, you have got 2 choices. You've got this one. This is the 8000 plus regular white standard model. But if you're feeling a little bit jazzy, then you can upgrade to the 8000 plus style. And that is a black boiler, so a bit more stylish. If it's in a kitchen, maybe it's on show, you just want to show off to the neighbours, maybe you could pick the style, but you will pay about £100 more for the style model over the standard 8000 plus. Whichever model you choose, what you will get is a 10-year Bosch parts and labour guarantee with this product, and Bosch guarantees are different to regular boiler guarantees because they guarantee they will come out and they will repair that product. All you need to do is make sure that you are servicing this boiler every year with a registered gas safe engineer to make sure you keep that warranty compliant. Now, the only reason that this product didn't make it to P1 was because of its price point. It is a premium product. It's designed for larger homes, and 4 or 5 bedroom homes in the UK aren't commonplace. So if you live in a standard 2 or 3 bedroom house, maybe a flat, buying an 8000 plus probably isn't a good idea. It's probably going to be overpowered and you've definitely spent too much money. If you want the best of the best, it's probably one to consider. Let's take a look at number 4. In at number 4 is the Alpha NX Combi boiler. Now, we have been installing Alpha Combi since 2019 and they have proved to be super reliable. These are really premium boilers at very low cost price points. Now, although it's cheap, it doesn't mean it's unreliable. In this boiler, you have a stainless steel heat exchanger. This is a premium product. You'd usually find these on like high-end Vaillant, but Alpha have it as a standard component in all of their boilers. You've also got other known brands. So the pump that pushes the water around the property, that's made by Grundfos, and the gas valve is made by Honeywell. So it's a really, really well thought out product and it hasn't been assembled with just cheap parts. Now, when it comes to sizing, you've got two choices on the NX. You've got the entry-level 28 kilowatt, and this will do pretty much any 2 or 3 bedroom home. It can deliver about 11 litres of hot water per minute. But if you want to go a little bit up from that, you can choose the 33 kilowatt model where you'll get higher hot water performance and you get a little bit more on the central heating. There are a few considerations when you're looking at the Alpha. The pipe order in the UK is standard for 99% of boilers. Alpha, they do it a little bit differently.
We do things differently here.
So the gas pipe is on the left, and what that requires is some moving around when it comes to the engineer installing the product. It is compatible with whatever you take out, it's just a bit more work for the engineer. The other consideration is going to be part prices outside of warranty can be pretty expensive. So if you do need parts, maybe you've not serviced the boiler, it breaks down and you've lost that warranty, part prices can be a little bit expensive. But don't worry, there are lots of pros when it comes to this product. You're going to get that stainless steel heat exchanger. If you buy it through Heatable, you're going to get an 11-year warranty for parts and labor. You've got all those branded components inside the products, and when it comes to purchasing, it's going to be much cheaper than buying an 8,000 plus. In at number 3, we have got the Vaillant ecoTEC Plus. This is the new model. This has been replaced in 2024. And it has been a really impressive product since launch. Now, Vaillant are one of the market leaders when it comes to engineering. These boilers are German engineered. They're actually made in the UK as well. So if you want to support UK manufacturing, it's a good choice to go for. You've got a pretty good range when it comes to power output. So unlike the 8,000 plus where you're only sort of bigger properties, this ecoTEC Plus starts at an entry level of 26 kilowatts and goes up in increments up to 40 kilowatts. So you're going to be able to find one that matches your property size and hot water demands. That hot water delivery, well, that starts at about 11 litres per minute and gets right up to about 17 litres on the range topping model. Now, Vaillant boilers are really, really efficient, and they have something in their burner technology. This is the part that sort of produces the heat to heat the water, called ecoTEC. What this does compared to a normal boiler is it has something called a lambda sensor. You have these on cars, so it's measuring the quality of the gas, the quality of the air, the temperature, and it's adjusting that burn to get the absolute most efficient burn to reduce the gas it's going to need to heat your home. So if you're looking for a really efficient boiler, this is the one to pick. This burner technology also means the product has a preset 20% mix for hydrogen. This is pretty common on pretty much any gas appliance now, but the Vaillant boiler, if that mix increases, it will self-adjust and detect different gases. It also works on LPG. You've not got to buy a dedicated LPG model. The burner will just sense, and got LPG coming into the product, adjust the burn and find the most efficient setting. When it comes to the other components in the product, it's absolutely top drawer. You've got branded pumps, you've got that stainless steel heat exchanger again. Those heat exchangers will outlive the boilers. Vaillant boilers last forever anyway, but the heat exchanger will be the last thing to fail on this product. Now, what is odd about Vaillant is their standard warranty is like 5 years. For such a robust product, for such a reliable product, you'd think they would give just like a 10-year out of the box, but what they're trying to do is get approved installers installing the products to improve the installation quality, and in return they will give longer warranties. So Heatable are Vaillant approved partners, and if we installed your ecoTEC Plus, you would get a 10-year parts and labor warranty. And with Vaillant, the aftercare is like Bosch's, it's top drawer. They are not going to leave you high and dry when your boiler is broken. Again, this is built into the price point, and that is one of the considerations. Vaillant boilers are probably the most expensive boilers on the market. In return, they give you high precision German engineering and 5-star aftercare. That is a decision that you need to make. They are going to give you the full scope, so if you're in a smaller property and you still want the best of the best, this is one to go for. But if you're looking to save some money, maybe there's one in position 1 that might be the one for you. If you are in a larger property and you have a really high hot water demand, maybe you've got multiple showers that you want to supply hot water to at once without too much of a pressure drop at the same time without too much of a pressure drop, then Vaillant have the solution. In this range, they do a product called a 938. This is a storage combi boiler. So it's like a combi boiler on one side and a mini hot water tank on the other. And what that does is provide maximum hot water pressure. So if you do have multiple bathrooms, that is the one to consider. It is expensive, but it's really, really good. What if you want to spend a little bit less, but you still want 5-star aftercare and a brilliant boiler? Well, number 2 could be for you, because we have the Worcester Bosch 4000. This product is about 3 years into market. We have installed tens and tens of thousands of them. So we've got huge amounts of data and customer feedback on this product. Now, price point, you're probably going to pay about £500 less than you are for that Vaillant ecoTEC Plus. So there's a big saving there when it comes to purchasing the product. It's made by Worcester Bosch, so you're still going to get that 5-star aftercare. There are a few things to consider. One of them is the power ranges available. They do a 25 kilowatt model and a 30 kilowatt model. Now, both of these are going to be suitable for pretty much most standard UK homes. 2 bedrooms up to 4 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, maybe 2 bathrooms, you're going to be covered. Something to be aware of on a combi boiler, you can't run 2 showers or 2 hot taps at once. A combi boiler has 1 cold inlet, it boils it, and it goes out to wherever it's being activated. If you activate 2 outlets, it splits that flow. So just by going for a bigger power doesn't mean you get more water to 2 taps. It just means it can deliver more if the pressure is there. Do bear that in mind. Now, the 4000 is really, really efficient as well. It's 94% efficient, so it's the same as that 8000 Plus. It looks like an 8000, but it's only available in that one single white style, if that's an issue for you. And they are compatible with all UK controllers. So if you have a Hive or you have a Nest, you can connect that controller to the Worcester. Efficiency-wise, this is a really efficient product. It's 94%. That is the same as the 8000 Plus. And it also has something called a turn down ratio of 1 to 10. What that means is it can divide itself by up to 10 times to burn at the lowest possible rate. Now, reliability-wise, pretty much no concerns. Like I said, we have installed so many of these products. We rarely ever get any failures, and if we do, Worcester are going to attend pretty much next day in most scenarios. So you don't really need the aftercare because it's reliable, but if you ever find yourself in that situation, they're going to be there for you. That guarantee, that is 10 years with heatable, and again, it's parts and labor. So for that entire 10-year period, you're covered, total peace of mind. The other good thing about the 4000, it's super compact. So if your boiler is in a cupboard, it's probably gonna fit in there. The measurements are available on the Heatable website. We've never really had an issue fitting a 4000 somewhere where a previous boiler came out of, and they are super quiet too. Like 45 decibels in operation mode, you're probably not really gonna hear that product when it's on. Couple of considerations for this product. The burner technology is a little bit out of date. It's reliable, it's efficient, but it's not up there with the market leaders. The other one is the heat cell. The heat exchanger is aluminium alloy. So it's a really fast heating alloy. You can heat up rapidly, that's not a problem. The challenge with alloys can be that in hard water areas, they can be affected and it reduces the life or the performance of the product. So you will get a 10-year guarantee, that's not going to be a problem. But if you do live in a hard water area, and you're thinking, I want this boiler to last for 20 years, I never want to deal with this thing again, that Vaillant's probably going to be the one for you. Right, before we get on to number one, I just need you to do one thing for me, and that is to subscribe to the Heatable YouTube channel, because we do loads of content on boilers, solar panels, battery systems, anything to do with saving you money and saving your energy. It's free to do, and you can click here somewhere to do that. Thanks. Number one, let's find out how this boiler made the cut, the Viessmann 050W. This boiler has been out for about 2 or 3 years. The previous generation got some mixed feedback, but they reset everything, went back to the drawing board when they launched this brand new model. Now, this is a super advanced burner like that Vaillant. Now, this has something called Lambda Pro. The principles of the burner are pretty much identical to the Vaillant. It detects the gas pressure, the air pressure, the air temperature, the gas quality, and it's always looking for that maximum efficient burn. Likewise, if you've got different fuels, maybe you're on natural gas or you're on LPG, hydrogen, you don't need to worry with this product. It will automatically detect and make those adjustments for you. Now, what's really impressive about the 050 is that burner technology is available for a price point about the same as that Worcester Bosch 4000. Other things that are super impressive about this product are the heat exchanger, stainless steel, like we saw in that Vaillant product. So again, it's going to be a long life component. You're not going to have any problems with the heat exchanger, whether you're in a soft water or a hard water area. When it comes to sizing the product, they've got a pretty broad range as well. They're covering all bases here. The entry level, 25 kilowatt, the mid-range, 30 kilowatt, and for bigger properties or high demands, they even now have a 35 kilowatt model. The 35 kilowatt is a little bit deeper, so you do need to bear that in mind. If it's going in the cupboard, just check the dimensions. They're all available on the Heatable website. Now, the different models have different hot water performances. That 25 kilowatt model, that starts at 10 litres per minute, and right up to that 35, you're going to get over 14.5 litres per minute of hot water. So for hot water, you're going to be covered. For central heating, you can do up to about 20 radiators. So again, most properties are going to be covered. And when it comes to reliability, this product has been super reliable for Heatable. Some of the early models did have an issue on the first batch, but Viessmann stepped in and they quickly corrected it. And what's cool about Viessmann is that you can connect that product to the Viessmann cloud. So what they can do is they have software working in the background, monitoring all of their boilers. If they see a sensor starting to go out of range, they will actually contact the customer and say, look, we think your boiler's going to break. We're going to come out and we're going to get it sorted for you. So breakdowns are no longer a problem with Viessmann boilers. Now, if you do have a breakdown, their aftercare, again, it wasn't great early on. Now we have seen a total transformation. We get the best feedback about Viessmann right now than we do any other brand.
Yeah, boy.
They've made massive changes when it comes to their aftercare policies. Those are all the good points. Let's look at some considerations. If it's going in the cupboard and the pipes from your boiler drop behind the back from the top, you need a spacer frame to fit them on. That Worcester Bosch 4000, the 8000, has a cavity to fit them behind, but with Viessmann, you've got to buy this frame, and it's sort of a bit awkward. It doesn't look great, doesn't quite fit that well. So if it's in a cupboard, you're not going to see the frame, but if it's in a cupboard, it might push that boiler too far forward. Now, the frame is only 50 millimeters, so if you're doing some measurements, add 50 millimeters on if those pipes drop behind the back. The other thing to consider is, I don't even know what it is.
3 hours later.
The other thing to consider is the Wi-Fi connectivity is to Viessmann's cloud. It's not so you can control the boiler. To do that, you need to buy Viessmann's own Wi-Fi controller. Now, the boiler will still work with any third-party controller, but we do get some misunderstandings when it comes to customers when Viessmann say Wi-Fi ready. Customers think, hey, I can control it from my phone as standard. That's not the case. You've got to buy that module. So if you want that, ask the team at Heatable and we will install it. If you buy this boiler through Heatable, you are also going to get a 10-year parts and labour guarantee through Viessmann. If you have it installed, you just buy it yourself and have it installed by a standard gas engineer. That warranty is only going to be 5 years. So make sure you get that extended warranty. It's definitely worth spending the extra money to get it installed by a proper Viessmann accredited installer. Right, let's have a quick recap of these products. So that 8000 plus in at number 5 is a high performance premium product that is designed for larger homes, but it does come with that premium price tag. In at number 4, we had that Alpha. This is our entry-level, reliable, everyday combi boiler. The considerations are the aftercare is not going to be quite as good, but you get what you pay for. Number 3, we had that Vaillant ecoTEC Plus. This is a super versatile and flexible product. It's high performance, it's got that ecoTEC burner built in, and you will be able to find a power model that is suitable for your home. The only consideration, you are going to pay a premium price point for a premium boiler. Worcester Bosch's 4000. This is the everyday no-brainer choice if you're just looking for the best aftercare, a good price point, and you don't really want to think too much about your boiler. The 4000 is definitely going to be the one for you. But if you want the best tech for the lowest price point, that Viessmann 050 is pretty much untouchable. The brand isn't as big as someone like Worcester, but the product is definitely punching above its price point.
You got options.
If you're looking to buy a boiler, then why not get a quote from Heatable? You can do this online. You don't need any salespeople in your home. We've got over 12,000 5-star reviews. We are Which accredited, and we're approved for all of the manufacturers featured in this video. And our prices are the cheapest around. So head over to the Heatable website, get a quote. If you've got any questions, leave a comment below in the video. And don't forget, subscribe to the Heatable YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then I think you'll like this one. Give it a press.